So in this tutorial we are going to look at how we are going to post the entries into ledger, and more specifically from specific journal. Okay, because the way we post the entries from journal and specific journal is a bit different. Okay, so let's continue and have a look on the same examples and post them onto into ledger. So let's have a ledger section over here. So let's say we have account name, and then account name can be anything. In this case we can take capital for instance, because that is the first transaction we will be posting. Then we have date, detail, amount, and then we have the same thing on the credit side, which is the right side. So if you are not aware, then this side is supposed to be credit side and this left side is supposed to be debit side. So if we are getting something, if the business is getting something, then it will be debit. If something is going out of the business, then it will be credit. Okay, so let's look at the first example we posted over here. So we have this example in the cash book. So what we are going to do is we are going to copy this one and going to make more accounts, because this is ledger and now we are posting into ledger. Okay, so let's just change the name here, cash book. If you want to have cash or bank account also, it's fine, because for now we are not going to look in detail. So I forgot to mention this thing, that you should exclude this credit thing from this journal. Okay, and there was also another thing that I forgot to mention, and that was that spellings of receivables are not correct, and anything else, I think that's all. Okay, so let's make it bold. Let's make this one also bold, so it's more clear. So how we are going to post into journal into ledger is that we are going to take this entry, we will just copy and we will paste it over here. Okay, and what do we do in the cash book is we do this thing, we do the same thing. Okay, so basically this cash book and this cash book is similar, but if you want to have left side and right column in the journal instead of having a cash book in the journal, then it's completely fine. Okay, so moving on to the next transaction, that was on 2nd January we bought the equipments, and that was this. So it's mean we are going to open an account with the name of equipments, and then we are going to debit equipment. Why debit? Because it's asset, and when we buy something we are getting it. Okay, so let's credit the cash book also. Actually what we can do is just copy everything from the cash book, or we can just use the same cash book for the or we can just use the same cash book. So if you are using the same cash book, we don't need to have this, and we need to have other accounts. Therefore I am going to copy this again and I am going to make more accounts. Okay, so the next entry is we paid the rent. Okay, so if we paid the rent, it's going to be rent paid expense, or you can say just rent expense. Copy the same thing and we are going to paste it over here. And the next transaction is on 3rd. We purchase inventory. So we have purchases, and we are going to copy this and paste it into purchase account. Then what else we have? We have purchase for 2000. We are going to do the same thing again, copy there and paste it over here. On 8 we have drawings, so we should open an account with the name of drawings. And then we are going to debit it because this is something business is losing. I mean, we are taking out the money from the business, therefore we need to have this account. So we are going to open sales account now because we have couple of sales transactions over here. So I'm going to take these two transactions and post it into credit side of sales. Why credit side? Because sales is an income and we are getting cash from it. Okay, so cash book will be debit and credit will be sales. Okay, so moving on, or moving to the journal, we bought the motor vehicles on credit, then we are going to post it into another account. I'm going to copy this again, I'm going to paste it and going to change the name of the account, and it will be motor vehicles. And I need to have another account which will be other payables. So other payables and trade payables are completely different because trade payables is only related to inventory. Okay, so if we copy this and have it maybe as trade payable, then it's easier to understand that these two are supposed to have different accounts. So this is the entry for motor vehicles and we are going to post it into this account. Okay, so other payables will be credit and this one will be other payables. Oh, I think I haven't mentioned this thing, that the detail, in detail we are going to, supposed to write the opposite account name. So let's say in detail this account is the account in which this transaction is going into. Okay, so in this we have sales, so this is not supposed to be sale, this is supposed to be cash, and this is also supposed to be cash, so I'm just going to drag it down. Drawings is also supposed to be cash, and this is purchase, we have cash purchase. The reason I didn't take it into consideration is because I was using copy pasting method, and that this is the problem with copy pasting. If you are trying to do things faster, you will end up screwing everything. Okay, so we bought the equipments. How we bought? I think we bought it by cash, so this will be cash as well, and we are going to copy this and going to paste it over here. Why it does not appear? Just reducing this couple of columns so we can see all of the amounts. Okay, so we have now what, after journal we have purchase return. Okay, we have purchase journal and we have sales return and sales. So the thing is, I'm going to show you something about this thing. We are going to make, let's say we have another transaction on 7 February. Okay, and we have on 7 March. So on every month 7 we buy equipments from trade receivable. Okay, so let's do one more month and finish it. Okay, and let's say we are buying the same amount, and let's total up the amount here. Okay, and let's do the same thing for this. This amount can be different. Let's say it's 500, maybe this is 1000, and maybe, okay, so this is 1000 and this can be maybe 1500. So this will be 10 Feb, and this one is going to be April. I think there is one exceeding, so it's mean we are just going to delete it. Again, we are going to total the amount, and we are going to do the same thing with this also. The reason I am doing this is because I want to demonstrate the difference between journal and the normal journal. Okay, so if we post the same thing, we are just going to change here 5, and then why doesn't change 5? Okay, I think I'm a bit faster, right? So let's say we are buying things for this much amount, and then we have for purchase return we are also going to have this transaction, so it's mean we have to. Okay, oops, let's. Okay, so I hope that's clear so far. So my sales return amount is different, therefore my purchase amount is also, purchase return is also going to be different. So let's say this one is going to be 100, and this one is going to be 500, and this one is, let's say, is 700, and the last amount, okay, that was the last. Okay, that's all, and let's total up the money. Let me put some colors into it so you can see the total clearly. So what happened in the trade, these accounts, purchase and sales journal, is that when you are having sales, purchase, and all these journals, so let's say we have sales over here. Okay, so we will write here trade receivable. Okay, and the date is going to be 31st December. Okay, actually it's supposed to be end of the year, so in this case I just have few entries, but that's fine, I guess. So I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to paste it over here. Where is my sales? What, where did my sales account go? Okay, so in this I'm going to paste it. Okay, and the reason I'm just pasting is the total is because this is the sales specific journal. Okay, so if it's journal I am going to post each entry, each and like entry like individually. So what happened here is, if it's trade receivable, then I will open the account of trade receivable. Okay, so I have this, let's have a trade receivable account. So a trade receivable account, and then we are going to have the same thing. Okay, and change the detail. Okay, the reason I am having total here is because it's not the individual name of the trade receivable. So let's say if this is one, and this is maybe Yuan, and this is Arshad, and this is maybe Danny. So in this case, I am going to open a T ledger or T account or ledger for one separately. I'm going to open a Joan account separately, Arshad and Danny separately. So it's mean I'm not going to have 56,000 in trade receivable, but in this case I can have. But however, even if I have this one, my sales account will remain the same. Okay, so this amount is not going to change. But if my trade receivable is different, okay, if my trade receivables are listed with the names, then I am going to list them and have the accounts with the name Juan and Danny or whatever the name I mentioned on the top. Same things goes with the purchase and purchase return journal, but in this case I am just taking the total, and the reason is because this is specific journal. Okay, so if we move on with sales return, I am going to take the total, I am going to post it in this, and this is sales return, and the date will be 31st December. Okay, and I have to open sales return account and post the entry again. So this is going to be trade receivable, the corresponding account. Okay, all right. So what's wrong with the spelling? I think something is wrong. RECEIV is missing, and yeah, that's all. Okay, so moving on with the purchase, I'm going to have, okay, so let's go with the purchase first. I guess we have 2,300 total, and we have this purchase, we are going to have 2,300 here, and this is going to be trade payable, not other payables, because this is inventory, and this is going to be 31st December, the end of the month. Okay, going to post the same thing into trade payable, but not other payables. So this is going to be purchase, the corresponding account, and what else we have, we have purchase return also. So I think we need to make another T account, and then we are going to just make it purchase return. Okay, so the entry here in the purchase return will be, the purchase return is 2003. Okay, okay, so the purchase was supposed to be 32,000, so I have listed it wrongly. So I'm going to change the amount and registered vehicles, and my, this is going to be 2,300, and this is going to be trade payable, because I'm returning the goods to trade payables, my credit suppliers, and this is also 31st December. Going to copy this thing and moving on with the trade payable accounts. Where is it? Here, and changing this to purchase return. Okay, I hope that's clear. We will end up and balance in the next video, and yeah, I hope you enjoy the video.